Breaking news now from Milwaukee County Sheriff David Clarke. He wants to inform people about several what he describes as anarchist groups led by outside persons gathering in the Milwaukee area to plan disruptive activities before and after a decision by Milwaukee County DA John Chisholm regarding the Dontre Hamilton case.
Now you're looking at live video from Chopper 4 at a group of protesters who have left, I can't exactly tell where they, Red Arrow Park I'm being told, and they are now marching in the streets. Can we get an idea of what street they are currently on?
Yeah, this is at 4th and State. They are at the Journal building, and they are headed westbound on State, and they're headed in the direction of I-43. The sheriff goes on to say that they have pretty good information that this group is going to use blockades of the interstate system and other roadways around the area to prevent law enforcement from responding quickly to emergency situations. And the sheriff is also asking people to report any of those activities to law enforcement as soon as possible.
And this is all happening just 30 minutes before rush hour traffic is expected to pick up. Again, we're looking at a group of protesters marching down the street, and as you mentioned, Jake, they appear to be heading toward the interstate.
And there was also a second group out there today that started to organize at around 18th and North Avenue, perhaps 18th and Fond du Lac, and we are told that that group is also moving in an easterly direction, and the theory is that they are going to meet up at some point in the middle, very close to I-43. And given this letter released by the sheriff this afternoon, the suggestion here is that they may try and shut down some area roadways, and we would speculate only to say that obviously I-43 would be one of those potential targets. So we're trying to sort that out, especially on a Friday. And again, the sheriff, who is known for fiery language, says the credible source has informed us that several anarchist groups led by outside persons, that's a direct quote, are gathering here in the Milwaukee area. And they talk about sheriff talks about the Dontre Hamilton death, and he says the outside groups are trying to destabilize daily activities of law-abiding citizens. And so obviously, he says the leftist groups, again a quote, are going to use tactics of hiding among legitimate, peaceful protesters to conduct their illegitimate campaign. So, you know, the bottom line of all this, what the sheriff is intimating is that there are outside protesters who've come in and they've tried to hijack the Dontre Hamilton protesters
and their support and their message.
Yes, to forward their own cause, in which the sheriff calls anarchy. So we'll see how this plays out. Going to be an interesting afternoon.
It shall. We'll be right back.